Good evening, and graduates, congratulations. Vice President Totten, staff, faculty, parents, family, friends, and especially graduates, thank you for having me here tonight. I'm very honored. Graduates, how are we doing? Excited? Yes? A little bit nervous, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? You should be, because we've all heard the stories, haven't we? And we've all heard the statistics. 11% unemployment in California right now, and 2.2 million people in our state who cannot find a job. I wonder if any of you remember the story of Chicken Little. It's an old fable, goes back many years, but an acorn fell from a tree and hit Chicken Little in the head, and Chicken Little was convinced that the sky was falling. Now, when you think of what you have been through over the past few years, and I know your stories, many of you working full-time while trying to juggle classes, many of you trying to balance family life and school life, taking care of children, tough exams, money trouble, car trouble, and then you think you might not find a job after graduation. Well, I'm here to tell you the sky is not falling. Don't be Chicken Little. Be brave and be bold, graduates. Because just outside those doors tonight, there is a whole world, and it's waiting just for you. My question for you tonight is, how will you greet this world? Will you start each day frustrated and dejected? Or will you start it passionate and positive? As you sit before me this evening, you're about to embark on an incredible journey the rest of your life. This journey actually began when you imagined that you could be something more educated, more informed, and more qualified. You earned all that with your degree from charter college. You have the education and you have the experience, and now what you do with that is up to you. And look at what you've accomplished so far, something really wonderful and something honorable, and I congratulate you. Your education is so important. Perhaps there are some lessons that I've learned that will help you as you embark on your own journey. First of all, it's tough to say, but you will fail. You will be told no, and you will see others get ahead, and you'll want to give up. Life's going to be difficult. It will be discouraging. But how you react to that disappointment will really set the course for your own success. As a young broadcast journalist working in St. Louis back in the 1990s, I had a hotshot agent, and I was convinced that this guy was going to get me to the big time. I wanted to be a news anchor in Los Angeles, and no one was going to stop me. So my agent, Greg, was sending out my resume tapes, and he was sending out my resumes, and they kept coming back. And I kept being told no. No, no, no. The months turned into years, and still the rejections came, no. Finally, one night, Greg, the agent, took me out to dinner, and he said, you know what? You're just not right for LA. They don't really hire white anchors anymore. Now, if you were Asian or Latina, maybe. I couldn't believe it. I got a little bit angry. But something else happened. There was a quiet resolve, because when somebody tells you that your dreams won't come true, something happens inside. I refused to be judged for what I was not. I wanted to be judged for what I was, as many of you are, hardworking and honest, experienced and enthusiastic. Now, maybe some people would have listened to Greg, the agent. Maybe they would have stayed there in St. Louis and settled for that life. But graduates, I want to tell you, this is your life, and you don't have to settle. The world is filled with people who will tell you no, no, no. But there's also a quiet voice inside you, isn't there? The voice that tells you what you can do. So when the world is telling you no, I want you to find a quiet place, and I want you to listen to that voice inside you. Well, it's been 13 years since I had that dinner with Greg, the agent. I fired him a few weeks later and decided that maybe I was better off on my own. And you know what? It worked. I'm now the anchor of the highest rated midday news show in Los Angeles, and I don't say that to brag. I say that to prove to you that with determination and dedication and a little bit of chutzpah, your dreams can come true. A few months ago, I was anchoring the 3 o'clock news on KCAL 9, and I heard some commotion in the studio while I was on TV live, and there are a lot of bright lights in the studio, and you really can't see very clearly because all the lights are shining on you. Commercial break came, and I heard the voice of my boss, and he said, "Sandra, there's someone here who wants to say hi." So I strained to look. I hadn't seen him in 13 years, and we hadn't spoken since that dinner. But he looked at me and he smiled and he said, "It's Greg, look at you, you made it." Yeah. Yeah, Greg. And you will too. Graduates, you'll make it too. I know your degree doesn't say USC, it doesn't say Harvard, it doesn't say Yale. But it doesn't matter, neither did mine. What matters most is that now you have the education and you have the dedication. The world is filled with people who will tell you what you cannot do. But don't listen to them. Listen to your voice. Be humble, be happy, and graduates, live with purpose and with passion. And tonight we celebrate because the sky is not falling, no matter what the economy is doing, no matter what the unemployment rate is. For you graduates, the sky is not falling, the sky is the limit. Congratulations.